This is Your Path, live, with Bishop Mark, live from Dallas Universal Life Church in Dallas, Texas.
Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to Your Path Live with Bishop Mark. I'm your host, Bishop Mark Zorn, coming to you live from Dallas Universal Life Church in Dallas, Texas. And I have to apologize to you, first of all, because I know you can hear it in my voice. The allergies have gotten me again this year, and my voice is almost gone. So it's Holy Week also. So, I'm doing a lot of preaching and yelling, if you will. So anyway, bear with me. I'm going to try and get this out to you. It's an important show tonight, and I want to make sure you can hear me. So we'll just talk a little quieter and not quite to project my voice quite so much. Move the microphone a little closer to my mouth. All right. This show's about you. It's all about you. That's why it's called Your Path. So what are you supposed to do about that? Well, you're supposed to call in because we want to talk to you. We want to talk about your faith. We want to talk about your life, your Christianity, your day, your relationships, whatever it is you want to talk about. That's what I'm here for. Also, I can pray with you. That's a wonderful thing. I love to do that. And it's an honor to be able to do that with everybody when you call in. You don't have to pray with me. You can call in on the line that's going across the screen. That little ticker that's going across the screen, the bottom of your screen there, it says, well, at the top of your screen if you're looking on your phone. tinyurl.com/Bishop Mark. tinyurl.com/Bishop Mark. Say call in, or there's a QR code if you're watching on the television at the top of the screen, and you can take your phone and put it on camera, hold it up to that, and it'll bring the link up. And when you're right into our green room, we can chat. I'm really not tough to talk to, folks. I promise you. And since my voice is going, you'll get you most of talking. So it's easy. All right. Today, we're working on a series for Lent called From the Ashes. And we're continuing that today. This is Holy Week, folks. This is one of the biggest weeks in the Christian year. So right in the middle of it. And here we go. Okay. So don't forget, call in. If you're listening on the radio, folks, welcome to the Zoo, THEZUE.net. Welcome y'all listening in. We're glad you're here with us. You can also call in. If you want to just call in, you can use your smartphone. You don't have to go video on your phone, folks. If you don't want to go video, we can go audio only. That's fine. Either way, but just go to tinyurl.com on your phone. Go to the browser, tinyurl.com/Bishop Mark. Anybody can do that. Anybody can call in from the phone, if it's on the radio, the TV, whichever. Call in and talk to me. Okay. Again, I'd like to say good evening to you. And tonight, we're not playing church. Tonight, we're standing at the edge of something uncomfortable, something raw, and something real. Because this is Holy Week. This is the week where everything you say you believe gets tested. This is the week where we stop talking about blessings and we start talking about cost. This is the week where we stop talking about resurrection and we face cross. And let me say it to you straight, right out of the gate. You cannot follow Jesus and keep everything. You can't. You cannot hold onto your pride, your control, your habits, your comfort, your ego, your grudges, your sin, and still walk the road to the cross. Something has to die. Yeah, I said that. Something has to die. So tonight I'm asking you, but not politely, not gently, but directly. What in your life needs to die so you can actually live? Because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Everybody wants Easter. Nobody wants Good Friday. Everybody wants resurrection. Nobody wants crucifixion. Everybody wants new life, but nobody wants to let the old life go. And tonight, we're going there. Let's go straight to the moment where sacrifice became real. Luke chapter 22, verse 39 through 46. Jesus went out as usual to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. On reaching the place, he said to them, "Pray that you will not fall into temptation." He withdrew about a stone's throw beyond them, knelt down and prayed, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Not my will, but yours be done." An angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him. And being in anguish, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. When he rose from prayer and went back to the disciples, he found them asleep, exhausted from sorrow. "Why are you sleeping?" he asked them. "Get up and pray so that you will not fall into temptation." That is one of the most, if you really read that and understand it, that is one of the most heart-wrenching verses in the Bible. Here's Jesus, human being, folks. Yes, he was God. He was human being also, and that was the whole point. So he could relate to us, and we could relate to him. He took on human flesh. So he took on all of that, the feelings, the emotions, the fear, all of it. Here he is talking to his Father, saying, look, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And if there's any way that you can make it happen that I don't have to, please. But whatever you say, whatever you want me to do, I will do. Your will be done. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do. But please, I really don't want to do this. And he's crying. You know, sweat's coming off his face like drops of blood, and he's crying. The scene is heart-wrenching. This right here, this is not a peaceful prayer. This is not calm. This is not easy. This is agony. Jesus is looking at what's coming: betrayal, humiliation, torture, crucifixion. And he says, if there's any other way, bang my ring on the table. If there's any other way, let this pass. Then comes the moment that defines everything. Yet not my will, but yours be done. That right there, folks, that's what we're talking about tonight. That's sacrifice. Not doing what feels good, not doing what's easy, not doing what's comfortable, doing what is right, even when it costs you everything. Now let's stop pretending this is just about Jesus 2,000 years ago. This is about you right now, because you already know what God has been telling you. Don't tell me you don't hear God. You do. You just don't like what he's saying. You know you need to forgive that person. You know you need to let go of that relationship. You know you need to stop that habit. You know you need to make the phone call, and you know you need to apologize. You know you need to change your behavior, and you know you need to stop lying to yourself. You know. Don't tell me you don't. The problem is not hearing God. The problem is saying, not my will, but yours be done. Are you willing to let go of your life, your will, your decision-making, and give it to God? Why not? Jesus, get this, and think about this. This is a good one. Jesus could have walked away. Think about that. At any moment, when Judas betrayed him, when Peter denied him, when the crowd turned on him, when they arrested him, when they beat him, when they mocked him, when they put the crown of thorns on his head, when he was carrying the cross, when they nailed his hands, and when they nailed his feet, he could have stopped it. But he didn't. Why? I mean, I know it was me in his shoes. God, I mean, I would have run a long time beforehand. I don't know if I would have even agreed to go down, come back down here and live in this muck. So why? Here's why. Because love stays. Leaving would be easier. That's sacrifice. Parents sacrificing for children. People caring for 6 spouses. People working multiple jobs. People forgiving betrayal. People starting over after failure. And people staying when things get hard. I think almost every one of those things we could say has happened in our life at one time or another, or we've experienced it. Sacrifice is the proof of love. Now, let me make this plain. Love is expensive. I'm not talking about roses and cut chocolates here, folks. If it doesn't cost you something, it's not love. Excuse me. Oh. Pray for me to get rid of this cold so I can finish services this week. Love costs pride when you apologize first. Love costs pride when you apologize first. Love costs comfort when you show up for someone. Love costs ego when you admit you're wrong. Love costs time when you care for someone else. Love costs forgiveness when they don't deserve it. And the cross is God saying, this is how far I will go for you. One of the biggest spiritual problems today is not evil, is not atheism, it's not politics, it's not culture, it's comfort. You know, we become addicted to comfortable lives. We want comfortable relationships, comfortable jobs, comfortable faith, comfortable churches, comfortable conversations, comfortable truth, comfortable schedules, comfortable routines. But nothing that changes your life happens in comfort. You don't grow in comfort. You don't change in comfort. You don't become stronger in comfort. You don't become wiser in comfort. And you don't become better in comfort. Everything that changes your life will make you uncomfortable first. The cross was not comfortable. Forgiveness is not comfortable. Apologizing is not comfortable. Changing your life is not comfortable. Letting go is not comfortable. Trusting God is not comfortable. But comfort never changed the world. Sacrifice does. Okay. Again, I'm moving way too fast for myself, as usual. I talk too fast, and I hope you get it all, folks. We're going to go to a quick break here. I'm going to put on a commercial, and we're going to go to a quick break and slow it down just a little bit because I want to make sure you get all of this because this is important. Don't forget to call in, folks. Right there on your screen. There's the QR code. There's the tiny URL at the bottom of the screen. Call in. I want to talk to you. But let's talk about your faith. Let's talk about your life. Let's talk about what's going on with you, and let's pray about it. I'm right here listening and ready to talk with you. I don't knock everything over first. I'm one of those days. All right, folks. We'll be right back right after these messages.
The Zoo Radio Network exists for one reason: to reach people where they are with music, conversation, and truth that still matters. In a world full of noise, the Zoo is a place for connection, reflection, encouragement, and real talk about faith, life, and purpose. Hi, I'm Sean, and I want to tell you a little more about who the Zoo Radio Network is. We are not backed by corporations. We are not driven by profit. We are powered by people. Your support keeps the Zoo broadcasting not only great Christian music, but also modern pop, classical, country, and live programming that speaks to real life. It allows us to produce shows like Your Path Live with Bishop Mark, stream worship services, amplify unheard voices, and remain accessible to anyone who needs hope. No paywall, no barriers. So, why does your support matter? Running a radio network takes more than passion. It takes broadcasting and streaming infrastructure, music licensing and royalties, studio equipment and technical support, website hosting and digital platforms, outreach, promotion, and community programming. Every dollar given goes directly into keeping the Zoo strong, stable, and growing. This is more than radio. The Zoo is ministry without walls. It reaches the lonely at night. It reaches the seeker who won't walk into a church. It reaches the believer who needs to be reminded they're not alone. When you give, you are not just funding a station. You are investing in lives being touched every single day. How can you help? We have a program designed so that all can give without breaking the bank. One-time gift, make an immediate impact. Monthly partner, become part of the backbone of the Zoo. Sponsor a program or hour of airtime. Dedicate it in honor or memory of someone meaningful. No gift is too small. Every gift moves the mission forward. Stand with us. Keep the signal alive. If the Zoo has encouraged you, challenged you, comforted you, or helped you feel connected, now is your chance to give back. Support the Zoo Radio Network today and help us continue broadcasting hope, truth, and real faith into a world that desperately needs it. Give, share, be part of the voice. Visit www.yourdallas.church and go to the Donate tab to make your tax-deductible donation today. Thank you from all of us at the Zoo Radio Network.
Dallas Universal Life Church, led by Bishop Mark, has cultivated a unique approach to Christianity that emphasizes selflessness, an open dialogue with God, and service to others. The church's values are centered around being men and women for others, and they actively seek out opportunities to serve their community. Bishop Mark's leadership approach is refreshing, encouraging people to have raw and honest conversations with God and promoting an inclusive relationship with the divine. Their belief in accepting all beliefs and ideologies and recognizing the path to God is unique and fosters an environment of inclusivity and acceptance. In today's world, where divisiveness seems to be the norm, Dallas Universal Life Church offers a refreshing and inspiring approach to faith. Their values of selflessness, service, and inclusion are a testament to the positive impact that religion can have on individuals, communities, and society as a whole.
For more information about Dallas Universal Life Church, please visit www.yourdallas.church.
Hi, folks. I had the microphone muted, didn't I? Blooper reel. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'll back up. Hi, I'm Bishop Mark. Coming to you live from Dallas Universal Life Church in Dallas, Texas. Welcome back. Today we're talking about sacrifice, but most importantly, we're talking about you. So this just shows about you. Again, I apologize about my voice. It's going in and out. It doesn't help when I've got the mute button on. You really can't hear me, but now you can. The URL going across the bottom of your screen, tinyurl.com/Bishop Mark, or the QR code up there. You just take your phone, put it on camera, and click on that. That way you can get in talk to me. We'll talk about your life, your faith, your Christianity, your relationships, your day, whatever it is you want to talk about. And if you want to pray with me, we can do that as well. That's what this show's about. It's about you. Break in at any time. Promise you. That's what I want you to do. I want to hear from you. Now, today we are talking about the topic of we're in our series for Lent. This is From the Ashes is the name of the series. And this is our topic called sacrifice. We're talking about sacrifice today. Okay. Sacrifice. But I want to kind of go back to the basics here. Like I was just doing, I think the radio heard me. No, they didn't hear me either. All right. Well, we'll just go back to where I just was. Right after the break. So let's talk about something called a seed. You know what a seed is? A seed. You know, a seed has two choices, believe it or not. A seed can stay a seed forever. Or it can be buried, break open, and grow. But the seed cannot become a tree unless the seed stops being a seed. Growth always looks like destruction in the beginning. When the seed breaks open, it looks like the end. But it's not the end. It's the beginning of something bigger. Some of you right now feel like your life is breaking apart. Maybe it's not falling apart. Maybe it is breaking open so something new can grow. That visualization of thinking about that little seed that can grow into such a huge tree. And if you think about your life being this beautiful seed that you got that basically has to be destroyed so that you can flourish, it's an interesting way to look at it. And it really illustrates the idea of it's going to be chaotic at first and it's going to be uncomfortable. But in the end, what's the result? And I want to talk about what sacrifice really looks like today. Sacrifice today usually does not mean dying on a cross. But it does mean dying to things like dying to your pride so you can save a relationship. Dying to your ego so you can learn something. Dying to your anger so you can have peace. Dying to your past so you can have a future. Dying to your fear so you can move forward. Dying to your comfort so you can grow. Dying to your excuses so you can change. Dying to your habits so you can be free. Dying to who you used to be so you can become who you're meant to be. You know, most people are not stuck because God is not moving. Believe it or not, most people are stuck because they won't let anything die. The universe is filled with death and rebirth every day. We see it. And we see it here on earth with us. It's the way everything works. And if we're not willing to let those things die that are still a part of us, how can we grow into something new? From Luke chapter 9, verse 23. Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. Daily. Not once, not Sunday, not when it's convenient, not when life is easy. Daily means Monday when work is stressful, Tuesday when you're tired, Wednesday when you're overwhelmed, Thursday when you're angry, Friday when you're tempted, Saturday when you're distracted, Sunday when you're reflective. Daily means every day you choose who you're going to be. You choose who you're going to be. Reflection is an important part of your day. What am I holding on to that I need to let go of? What am I afraid to change? What conversation am I avoiding? What habit is hurting my life? What relationship is unhealthy? What am I pretending not to see? What am I choosing? Where am I choosing comfort over growth? Where am I choosing fear over faith? And where am I choosing control instead of trust? What needs to end so something new can begin? Those questions are huge for us. I mean, look, folks, they're not easy to answer. I know they're not. And sometimes we want to lie to ourselves about what the answers are. That's the easy way out. Convince ourselves that we don't need to change. It's all fine. There are two versions of your life. The life you live if you avoid sacrifice. Comfortable, easy, familiar, safe, but also stuck, small, repetitive, limited. The life you live if you embrace sacrifice. Harder, uncomfortable, scary sometimes, but bigger, stronger, wiser, deeper, free. The difference between those two lives, very simple. Sacrifice. The difference between who you are and who you could be, sacrifice. The difference between staying stuck and moving forward, sacrifice. Some of you are stuck in life right now. You're stuck spiritually. You're stuck emotionally. You're stuck mentally, stuck in cycles. And you keep asking, why isn't anything changing? Well, here's why. Put on your listening ears. Because you're trying to resurrect something God isn't trying to. Wait a minute. Again, I messed it up. You're trying to resurrect something that God is trying to crucify. You're trying to resurrect something that God is trying to crucify, folks. You're holding on to the same mindset. You're holding on to the same behavior, the same toxicity, the same fear, the same excuses. And then wondering why there's no new life. Let me say it clearly. Resurrection only happens after death. Resurrection only happens after death. John 15, verse 13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Philippians chapter 2, verse 5 through 8. Christ Jesus humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. Now here's where it hits you personally. Romans chapter 12, verse 1. Offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, not one big moment, not one emotional decision, daily. That means today, you die to pride. That means tomorrow, you die to anger. The next day, you die to ego. The next day, you die to fear. Because following Christ is not one sacrifice. It is a lifestyle of surrender. Look, folks, surrender is not something that's weak, and it's not something that's easy. It takes a lot of strength to surrender. We're not talking about putting up the white flag. We're talking about letting go of some things that you need to let go of to move on, to grow. Letting them go. Stop holding on to them. Surrendering them. Sacrifice looks like walking away from something you want because it's not right. Sacrifice looks like staying committed when it would be easier to quit. Sacrifice looks like telling the truth when lying would protect you. Sacrifice looks like forgiving someone who never said sorry. Sacrifice looks like letting go of control and trusting God anyway. Big one. Sacrifice looks like choosing growth over comfort, choosing discipline over impulse. That, my friends, is the cross in real life. Coming up this Friday, Jesus gets arrested. The disciples, they run away. He was beaten. He will be beaten. He will be humiliated. He will be nailed to a cross. And he will die. He will bury him. Friday will look like a failure, loss, defeat, the end. Hopeless, darkness, game over. But Friday was not the end. Friday was the sacrifice. Sunday was the victory, is the victory. And many people will quit on Friday in their life. They quit when things get hard, when things fail, when they get hurt, when they lose something, when life doesn't go as planned, when they have to change, or when something ends. But sometimes the worst day of your life is the beginning of the best chapter of your life. We talk about that seed that has to explode, basically, destroy itself so it can grow into a beautiful tree, or a beautiful rose bush, or a beautiful redwood. We too have to do the same. We've got to let go of those things and bloom. It's going to look like a mess at first. It is. It's life. It's not comfortable. It's not going to be. It's not supposed to be. If you're comfortable in life, you're going the wrong way. You're doing the wrong thing. Because you know what? The universe is always moving. Everything is always moving around you. And if you're sitting there in your lounge chair, sitting back, watching the TV like this every night, just comfortable as could be, this is the life right here. You're going against the grain, and not in a good way. Because everything is always moving. Everything is always changing. If you want to be a part of life, you have to do the same. So sometimes the worst day of your life is the beginning of the best chapter of your life. So let me ask you again. What in your life needs to die? Is it your need to be right? Your anger? Your addiction? Your control? Is it your fear? Or your pride? Or your excuses? Because until something dies, nothing new can live. Excuse me. Until something dies, nothing new can live. Okay. I want to stop right here. I'm going to tell you, let's go over the announcements real quick about what's going on in our life right now here at the church for this week. It is Holy Week. I'm going to let you in a little secret. We in at least in my industry, the guys I know, and this is loving. This is not putting it down at all. This is just, a way for getting, we call Holy Week Hell Week. Don't take it the wrong way, folks. Please don't say much about letters and complain. We call it that because it's a rough week on the pastors and on the staff and on churches. It's rough. I mean, we're putting basically a month's worth of services into a week, and they're full on big time services that are not the same every time. You don't get to put a little template together and go. We're talking about a lot. So it's a lot of work. So let me tell you about what's going on this week. We had last Sunday, we had Palm Sunday, Palm Passion Sunday. It was beautiful. Palms, we came in, we blessed the palms, we read the Passion of the Christ. Very beautiful. Tonight, we're here with you for Your Path Live with Bishop Mark. Then, tomorrow night, Thursday night, we have Maundy Thursday service. That'll start at 6:30 p.m. Right here, wherever you're watching now, or on dulc.online.church. dulc.online.church is where you can catch that. Or you can also catch it on the radio at thezue.net. So we're both places there, folks. That's for tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, Maundy Thursday service. We'll celebrate the Last Supper. We will also humble ourselves as Jesus Christ did of himself and wash each other's feet. Okay. So then Friday is my favorite service of the year. And a lot of people think it's morbid, and I think that it's a beautiful service. It's a beautiful time. Yes, it's a sad time, but it's also a time of rejoicing. We have our Good Friday service on Friday. It's a candlelight service. It's a beautiful service. If you've never seen it, I encourage you to watch it. Friday at 6:30 p.m. on dulc.online.church, dulc.online.church, or on the Zoo Radio Network. You won't be able to see the candles on the zoo, but you can still listen to the beautiful service. It's thezue.net. We'll simulcast those also at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, Central time on Friday, Good Friday. Now, I have a program note for you. For those of you who watch our or listen to our radio program on Friday called the official start to the weekend with Bishop Mark, there will be a time change on that coming up this Friday, just because of Good Friday and everything else going on. So we normally start at 5 p.m. Obviously, the official start to the weekend is normally 5 p.m. on Friday. Well, some people get to go home early on Friday, Good Friday, I hope. So we actually had to move it up an hour. So the official start to the weekend with Bishop Mark on the Zoo Radio Network will start at 4 p.m. Central Time Friday. That's at thezue.net, 4 p.m. Friday. That'll go for about 90 minutes. Then you'll have the Good Friday service at 6:30 p.m. It's a long day, folks, but it's all worth it. I think you'll enjoy it. Stick with us. And then, of course, Sunday is the big day. This can be Sunday, and it's a program note there as well, folks. We're not having service at 3 o'clock like we normally do. It'll be at 5:30. 5:30 p.m. Sunday will be our Easter service and our glow-in-the-dark Easter egg hunt following that. It's fun. Stick around for that. It's a lot of fun. It really is. So 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, Easter service and the glow-in-the-dark Easter egg hunt. Okay, that's the announcements. That's what's going on. That's the big weekend coming up ahead of us. We have a lot going on. So Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, of course, the official start of the week with Bishop Mark, and of course, Easter on Sunday. Everybody ready? I'm ready. I hope. Okay. Sacrifice is what we're talking about. Sacrifice. You know what? See, I missed all these comments over here. I'm looking at these comments real quick, folks. Let's see what y'all are saying over here. I'm sorry I missed it. I was getting only myself over here. It looks like there are people talking about a game. Okay. I'm not going to be playing a game. Okay. Hi. Hi, Tyler. Okay. Hi, Chem98. Hello. I'm going to get this right. Nankir Joshua. I think. I'm sorry. I wouldn't mess that up. You say, where are you from? We're in Dallas, Texas. And then somebody called me a thief. Okay. Hopefully I stole your hearts. Is that goofy or not? All right. So he's challenging me to some sort of game here. I'm sorry. I don't do much video gaming online. I play my little my bowling game, and I play my dart game online. I know. So there you go. You can always comment, and I'm sorry I didn't see it earlier. I wasn't watching like I should have. But you can always comment. Those are from YouTube, those comments. You can also comment on Facebook as well. And you can also comment on our regular page, DULC, Your Path Live, yourpath.online.church. Yourpath.online.church. You can comment there as well. Okay, guys. I'll kind of keep those up so I can see them a little more. Now, sacrifice. Right where you are, I want you to stop. Just stop everything right now. Just stop. Please. No distractions. No pretending. No hiding. Just you and God. And I want you to be honest for once. What have you been holding on to that you need to let go of? Say it. Name it. Call it what it is. Now pray this. God, I see it now. I've been holding on to things that are keeping me from you. I've been choosing my will over yours. Tonight, I let it go. Even if it hurts. Even if it's hard. Even if I don't understand. Not my will, but yours be done. Give me the strength to let it die so I can finally live. Amen. I got goosebumps. It's a good thing. It's a good thing when you're praying and you get goosebumps, I think. Did you pray it? Did you feel it? Did you mean it? Or are you still lying to yourself? Sacrifice is no joke. It's not easy, but it is essential. Okay. Again, I want to tell you that this coming Friday, Jesus will be arrested. And all of his disciples run away. And he'll be beaten. And he'll be humiliated. He'll be nailed to a cross. And he'll die. And they'll bury him. And we'll all think that what they thought back in the day, that Friday was a failure. That's all it was, a failure. We lost. We got defeated. It's the end. It's hopeless. It's darkness. It's a game over. But remember this, folks. Friday was not the end. Friday was the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice, and will be the ultimate sacrifice. Sunday will be the victory. Sacrifice opens the door for victory, for the win. Sacrifice opens the door for growth, for change, for improvement, for life to flourish. Don't get stuck. Let go of those things we're talking about here that are holding you back. Your old self. We call it your old self for a reason because it's not you now. That's back then. Quit holding on to it. It's like, have you ever seen some of these people there? I grew up in the late 70s and 80s and went to high school in the late 80s and 90s. Okay. So, have you ever seen some of these people that are still stuck in the 70s? They wear the leisure suit, or they go out at night with all the big hair and the sunglasses and the sequins, and the bell bottoms. Have you ever seen that? People still, and they live that way. They're stuck that way. That's all they do. I think they're great. I think it's fun. I love the fact that they're individuals like that. But I'm just using this as an example. That can hold them back. If they're trying to get a job as a stock market broker, Wall Street, that's going to be difficult. So this is impeding them. It's holding them back. It's keeping them from going forward. They have to let that person go. They have to let that die with the 70s. Right? Time to move forward. Time to let go of your past. Just think about this also. Think about it this way. A snake loses its skin, sheds its skin, and there's new supple skin underneath it has. Does that, the old is gone and the new comes in then. Same thing I'm talking about here, folks. That's what you're doing. You're getting rid of the old and bringing in the new, allowing the new to come in, allowing the new to grow, allowing the new you to flourish. You have to walk away when you see that something's not right. I mean, look, when you want something just because you want something, you got to walk away when it's not right. You got to stay committed. You got to stay committed when we all want to quit, when it's so hard that it's not worth it anymore. It is. How about this one? This is probably the hardest, but the most simple to do. Telling the truth when lying would protect you. How about that? We have all done that. We've all hidden behind even a little white lie just to avoid some discomfort or avoid talking about something or avoid feeling something about ourselves. Telling the truth when lying would protect you. Uncomfortable. Sacrifice is uncomfortable. Forgiving someone who never said they were sorry. That's a big one. I'll say I'm sorry when they say they're sorry. It doesn't really get very far, does it? You heard this before from your parents, being the bigger man or being the bigger woman, taking the high road. That's sacrifice. That's what it is, taking the high road. Letting go of control and trusting God anyway. That's huge. Folks, God loves you. If he didn't, we wouldn't be here. We're not an ant farm to him. He loves each and one of us individually and created each one of us with his own two hands. He breathed life into us. And he gave us that free will so that we can return the love back to him. But the only way to really get there is to trust him completely and let go of that gift of free will and let him take control of your life. You know what? The thing is, it's harder to let somebody else run your life. You don't have to make the decisions, all these big decisions anymore, because God's going to take care of that for you. But you do have to do the footwork now. You got to get out there and work and do what you're supposed to be doing, and being a man and woman for others, being a member of society that's beneficial, producing fruit, as the Bible puts it. It's easy to get complacent. That's not sacrifice. Choosing growth over comfort. You never go a day in your life without learning. That's growing. That's the way you grow. That's the way you learn. You're learning new things every day. If you decide to live a life of going to work and coming home and getting your lazy boy and eating your TV dinner or eating your pizza or eating whatever and watching the news and falling asleep to, whatever sitcom you're watching that night, and you do that every day of the week for 5 days, and then Saturday you get up and you do a little laundry and you do a little house cleaning, take a little nap, maybe mow the grass, then get all dolled up and go hit the club for the night, dance all night, have a good time, and may or may not make it to church the next day, depending on your hangover. If you just do that every day, same thing over and over again, same routine, you're not growing, you're not learning, you're not changing your life. You're choosing comfort over growth. You're choosing familiarity over change. You're choosing to ignore what God is asking you to do. And you have to choose discipline over impulse. What is impulse, folks? Well, think about this. Has anyone ever heard of something called impulse buying? When you go in the store and they have all the candy right there at the front of the store, right there by the register. They have all these other little knickknacks you can look at, for moderately priced, cheaper things that wouldn't cost too much to throw in the basket. And you think, oh, I'd like to have that. They put it up there right there by the gate, by the checkout. Why do you think they do that? Because they know that you're going to look at that stuff when you're kind of bored and in line looking at it. And the impulse buy is, oh, look, that's kind of cool. Put it in my basket. It's only $1. They get 100 people to come by and buy those a day. You get $100 right there. So your impulse means you're not really thinking about it. You're doing something because you saw it and it looks cool and you want to just grab it and go with the moment. I'm telling you, you have to have some discipline. You have to control that urge. And not just in shopping. I'm talking about in life, in everything. We are a people that wants instant gratification. I understand that. I do. I'm human also. That's where discipline comes in. And that's where you learn to sacrifice even more. You sacrifice that instant gratification for something amazing. No matter how good it feels instantly, when you have the discipline to choose the right thing, to not be impulsive, and to let change come into your life and let yourself grow and flourish, that end result is better than any instant gratification you can have. I promise you. So, what do y'all think of the series so far this week, this season? It's been called From the Ashes, and we've done a lot. We've talked a lot. This is a big series, and we talked all the way through. We started on Ash Wednesday, and we haven't stopped. We kept going, and I've enjoyed it. I think it's a great series. Wish I'd call in a little bit. That's okay. And I just got to go back through my notes here, make sure I don't have everything here. We're talking about the cost. That's the discipline. That's the sacrifice that we're making here for being who we are, for listening to God, for following what He wants us to do. What He wants us to do is going to cause us to not do some of the things we want to do. Oh, look here. Look, he's finally going to call in. Can you believe it, folks? He waited till 6:22 p.m. But I've been waiting for this for weeks now. But I see his little bald head over here, right here on my little screen. You know, I'm going to pull him in right now. Y'all know this person. Y'all know this person. He's going to come on right now. Let's see. Here he comes. Hi, Don.
Hi. What are you doing?
You are alive.
I can barely hear you. I got a new phone.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it wasn't either. How you been?
Where are you?
I'm on the
I see that.
yeah,
I see that.
heading home.
I
Get
see.
the next home story.
I got you.
And I just want to real quick and tell you, thank you for that last week. The service was really good. And here's the voice of the Lord. It works.
What was it about?
I got
What was it about, Don?
He is all around.
Tell me what it was about.
What? The sermon?
Yeah.
He just telling you, speak the word of the Lord and listen. Breathe on the breath, right? You
Right.
take a deep breath. Have a conversation with him. He'll understand. My 8 years kind of messing with me today. You okay?
Yeah. No,
Hello?
I'm glad you called in. It's been so long since I've heard from you.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm
Just
just
saying.
going to my best house since I missed your show. But I didn't miss it. I didn't know the last 5 minutes, right?
You know, I'm always, there's times that I've wanted to end the show early because we were I'm just running out of things to talk about. And I stay on just to wait to see if you're going to call in. I just want you to know that. You've been my discipline to make me wait and make sure I get the full hour in waiting for you to call in.
What? But I know that.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
All right.
But
You know what?
when it's all possible, hello. But
Let's pray.
let me see. You pray for my friends, and some of them are having a lot of problems. But
I'm going to pray for you too.
seems lately, I'm giving up to God. He does all my worrying for me. But I know it's gonna be all right.
All right. You want to pray with me?
What is that? I can't hear you.
Here we go.
Hello? Okay.
Listen up. You ready? Can you pray with me? Can you pray with me, Don?
Yeah?
Okay, I'm going to pray with you. Let's do this. Bow your heads with me. Bow down. Let's go. Let's do this. Father in heaven, we come to you in such grateful joy that Don's with us today. We're so happy that we get to see his face again on our screens. We're so happy to have a familiar face back with us. We missed him. Thank you for bringing him here tonight. And Father, we ask that you grant Don's wish of taking care of his friends, helping them to see your light, helping them to be safe, and helping them to continue to grow in your grace. Father, I also ask that you especially look over my friend, Don, and keep him safe and help him to make the right decisions in life and help him to follow in the footsteps of Jesus Christ and to make the decisions that make his life so much better. He knows the right path to take. He just has to take it. And sometimes that's hard. And I ask that you help him to make those decisions. But that's all this through Christ our Lord. Amen. I'm sorry about my voice. It's in and out, but I'm doing the best I can here. And I love you, Don. I think we lost him. Yeah, you froze up.
I call you later.
There you are. Hi. Welcome back. Did you hear any of that?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're losing you.
Thank you. Hi. How you doing now?
Hi, how are you? What a beautiful day it is out there.
Fine.
Let's see, you can't hear you.
Yeah.
Is it hot out there?
Yeah, about 80.
It's not too bad, huh? All right.
And then,
Hey, Don.
I try to tell everybody hi.
If you only knew. If you only knew. All right, don't forget, tomorrow, Thursday, we have service at 6:30. Be here.
I know. 6 o'clock, right?
6, yeah, that's right. 6 o'clock. Be here at
Okay.
6 o'clock.
I'll be there.
Bye-bye.
Okay, come in there.
See you tomorrow.
Well, how do you get out there?
Like that. We love Don. We do. Don's wonderful. He's I've known Don for over 30 years. So I'm lucky to have him as a friend, but he's crazy. Oh, excuse me. Pray for me. This cold is getting me. The allergies got a hold of me and got my voice gone. Now it's started moving in my lungs, and I've got a lot to do this rest of this week. I've got to get through it. So pray for me that I'm able to do that. I would appreciate that. I appreciate your prayers. Okay, folks. You know what? We made it through another one. Don't forget, I've got the last couple of minutes here. I want to tell you again. Coming up tomorrow at 6:30 on DULC.online.church. DULC.online.church, also on the Zoo Radio Network. We have Monday, Thursday service. On Friday at 4 p.m., we will have the official start to the weekend at the new time. It's just for 1 week, a special time, 4 p.m. Central Time on Friday. The official start to the weekend with Bishop Mark on the Zoo Radio Network. That's THEZUE.net. Following that at 6:30 p.m., we will have the simulcast of our Good Friday service here at the church on DULC.online.church and on THEZUE.net. Those will be available. On Sunday, we will not have a 3 p.m. service like we normally do. So if you come at 3 o'clock and we're not here, don't freak out. Service is at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Sunday, and that's our Easter service, followed by the Bishop's annual Easter egg hunt. It's a lot of fun. Be here for that. And then, of course, we have Easter week, and we can relax a little bit because we got through Holy Week. Folks, sacrifice, as we talked about today. Please keep that in your mind. Remember that you've got to let something die before something new can happen, something new can grow, something be born. Let it go so you can flourish. That's what you're thinking about here. That's what we're talking about tonight. I've enjoyed having you here. I've enjoyed being part of your life. I've enjoyed being part of your night tonight and part of your Holy Week. Stay safe. Come back tomorrow and see us for Monday, Thursday. I think you'll enjoy that at DULC.online.church or the Zoo Radio Network, THEZUE.net. Again, I've enjoyed it. I'm Bishop Mark, coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, and Dallas Universal Life Church. We do this every Wednesday. Please come join us again. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6:30 on the other networks. Folks, it's been a pleasure. Good night. All right, there you go. There you go. Wait.
Thank you for joining us for your Path Live with Bishop Mark. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. God bless you.